Amandla! Amandla! Viva EFF! Viva! Viva EFF! Viva! Long live the Commander-in-Chief! Long live! 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 Amanda! Away! Two! Thank you very much, Deputy Chairperson of the province, who is presiding over this session. Comrade President, the Third Provincial People's Assembly of the EFF here in your home province of Limpopo has been in session from yesterday and has deliberated on a variety of issues. It's 913 delegates that come from all the 5 regions of the province and representing the more than 124,000 members. We have thus far received reports from commissions. The leadership has been elected as well. The chairperson of the province as elected is Anikitiridzi Maraga. The deputy chairperson as elected is Rasi Maepa. The secretary who is elected is Mukwepa Ramaleva. And then the deputy secretary who has been elected is Mpushing Lishabani. And the treasurer that has been elected is Tinyiko Mangani. And also we've got 20 additional members that have been elected. And there was consensus from the conference in terms of election of the additional members. So the entire assembly agreed on the names which are gender balanced of the entire leadership that has been elected. So the commission's reports have been taken. We're then going to, after your address, take the declaration and the closing address by the newly elected chairperson. My task, first fighters, is to do a simple thing, is to introduce the commander-in-chief, is to introduce the leader of the revolution, is to introduce a great Pan-Africanist, the revolutionary commander-in-chief and president of the EFF. Comrade President.
Amandla. Amandla. Viva EFF, viva. Viva EFF, viva. Long live EFF, Waterberg, long live. Long live EFF, Skukuni, long live. Long live EFF, Mopani, long live. Long live EFF, Bembe, long live. Long live EFF, Limpopo, long live. Amandla, Amandla. I rule EFF, I rule. I rule EFF, I rule. Matimba, Matimba. Aina, Manda, Manda, Ashu. Thank you very much, Deputy President. And all the commissars were here, Commissar Mbwiseni, Commissar Rebecca, Commissar Mgrini, Commissar Lien, Commissar Tembi, Commissar Jeanette. And let me take this opportunity to also congratulate the newly elected leaders of all the regions who are here, because majority of you I've not even seen and I do not know. So I hope one day I will come into contact because I don't want to walk into Pick and Pay and someone says to me, I'm a regional chairperson of Waterberg, and you're like, oh, is that so? So we'll have a moment, DP, when we do the induction, to see all our regional leaders who have been elected. I also want to congratulate the elected leadership of our province, led by Mbokoto, a woman. And this is the only province where you have elected a woman as a chairperson. I was even more happy with the contest because I knew that it doesn't matter who wins, a woman is going to emerge as the chairperson in Limpopo. So you got it right even from the beginning by how you nominated. It was clear that Limpopo says to the whole country, it doesn't matter what happens, our province is not going to embarrass our leadership and elect a male, and we have a male chairpersons only in the whole of South Africa. But also something very special happened, that you were addressed by the Queen Mother of the Bapedi, a woman who came to stand before you here and give us a message of support. To be addressed by royalty, it's a sign of a blessing. It's also a sign of approval and recognition from Baga Mushate Barno Batsibaur, Honalele Hota Lelibijuangurki EFF. So we know that there were many other chiefs who came here on the 16th of December. Nereleku Mulechi. Le Khoshi Muloto, Unale Mulechi Day. And he said that he wants to sleep early because tomorrow he's going to the EFF conference. And you now hear Maoshi speaking about the EFF. It means you are being respected and recognized by Maoshi, very important people in our communities, because Maoshi ke bona ba dilang ka di community matters more than councillors. So when you go to Mushate, uba fa khomu as a sign of appreciation and respect. Uska ba nagana gore khomu ela ile o ja ke mkhoshi le bana ba hae. Kwa Mushate kwa opela wa peiwa, opela uthunya mushi. Members of community who don't have food just walk into Mushate, banna mola, ba tsiba or no, eskhale utlo tshudiwa ba khona uja, ba ya gae. So they deal with the real bread and butter issues that affect our communities. So it's important that such people who know the pain and the suffering of our people are the ones that are now saying, we've listened to the problems and we know the problems of our people, but the only organization that can resolve these problems after we listened to them, EFF. And once Maoshia tomorrow, EFF is what can resolve our problem. At all corners. Jamo Limpopo. So, Bampuja or Unalaba Emedi ba Khoshiradi, Muremadi, Mutapul, Bonaba or Namo. So, we really appreciate their presence and Arechi for granted. Babe Barishe Limale, Bueba Buela Mrao, to Hoshirad, Lebuile Mautu, Lema Hoshika Mugat Limo Leba Bujori, Relabuile Mautu, and really EFF. We're looking forward to work with them to build solid communities. Comrades, you were so disciplined, and your conference takes place at the same time with the ANC National Conference. But when you look at the pictures of the two conferences, yours already looks like a conference of a governing party from the level of organization. Highly organized, highly disciplined. Even when you contest each other, you do so in a respectful manner, because the contestation in conferences must be done in a respectful manner. It must not be a seed for enmity. Contestation must never make us hate each other and create an impression that we are one thing. There are so many people who hate us out there, who don't want to see the EFF, who don't want to see some of you. You cannot afford, few as we are, we cannot afford to have enemies amongst ourselves. So do not create enemies because someone held a different view and that person is an enemy. Let me tell you, whether you were wrong or you were right, it is your view. And you must not be punished for thinking in a manner you are thinking. You do it, you express it properly, and when you win, you do so with humility. When you lose, you stand up and go and shake the hands of those who won and pledge your loyalty and your support to the elected leadership. That is if you are still an organization. Because that's why when we say Amandla in the EFF and when we sing Kosigelele Africa in the EFF, we raise the fist. This fist we are raising is because we are showing everyone that we are an organization and we are united. So you can't raise this fist and say we are united and do something else. Our fingers come together as a sign and a language to communicate to those who care to listen that we are an organization and we are united. Now, when leaders are elected in an organization where we practice democratic centralism, the outcome of this conference is binding on all of us who are members of the EFF. Because the decisions of the EFF are subjected to majority. And once majority has spoken at a higher level, that decision is binding on all of you. Whether you wanted the provincial chairperson or not, now that she's being elected, that decision is binding on you. It's your decision. Outamai moar no. Abe ba khetile bomaraga. Uri. Re khetile bomaraga. You were part of the conference. Why utamai wena ukitia umukaune? Re khetile, that it is the decision of this conference and you were part of this conference. If you leave here and say something else, unalemaka ukuruku ubolela maka and leba leba o tele di jemba sanje ba o khalemela re be re sa tsebo re o rata maka so ka gore ke lena le mokgethile a ke re bo lo gona gana mola le mokgethile so a se ba kgethile re kgethile When we live here, we speak in one language and we communicate the same message. Many voices, one message. So, a disciplined member of the organization, once that decision is taken, if you don't love it, yet is the decision of the organization, you must be the first online to defend that decision. When the armed struggle was suspended by the NEC of the ANC, Chris Hani never agreed with that decision. In fact, Chris Hani heard when he was in the village that the armed struggle is suspended. And then after that announcement was made, the NEC was called to formalize it. Chris was in that NEC. He fought inside and then he got defeated. The first thing Chris Hani did when he left that meeting was to announce that the armed struggle is suspended. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's our decision. That's what makes you a disciplined member of the organization. Winnie Mandela, all her life, fought for the people of South Africa. In 1994, when democracy came, she was rejected. She was never a minister. She was never anything. If anything, when everybody was in exile, when everybody was in prison, when everybody was underground, the only person who could shout Viva ANC in the 80s was Winnie Mandela. The only person who could fly the flag of the ANC high in the 80s was Winnie Mandela. When they came back and came into power, they isolated him. They named Nelson Mandela to be known here and to be known all over the world. A lot of us were born and became adult without knowing and seeing the face of Nelson Mandela. But we heard about Nelson Mandela through Winnie Mandela, led the campaign on the release of Nelson Mandela. When they came back, they said, "You are not part of us." Winnie Mandela never left them. She stayed there, remained loyal and disciplined, member of the organization even when they didn't want him. Barry, Bamo projector like a villain, a person who's not loved by anyone. When she died, I went to the mortuary to go and fetch her body a night before she was buried. Went to the mortuary, Ramuchia, Hermuishagai. Bakhekulu came out, Kaditulu, sat outside their yards. Hey, Shefitaban, Bamolaya Laban. Because our people knew their leaders. It didn't matter whether she was given a position, whether she was a president or a minister. It didn't matter. People knew their leaders. The mother of the nation title is not contested. That one you earn it through the service you give to our people. That way people know their leaders, and leaders do not require positions for them to be leaders. I fit Bakhekulu were not forced by anyone. They were not beaten by Chobona on their own. When we went to bury her, on the day of the burial, Retsamaya on the N1, Batibile Utsama di Koloi Chawea, Ubuluka Winnie Mandela fella, on the other side, Babu Uchi, Kamo side Yarnagi di Koloi Chawini, Pulayana, heavy rain. Dikoloi tšela di yang kua di ke tsamaela tša bona entourage yela ya funeral tša phaka. Pula ena tša phaka on the side ba tšwa ba molaela under the heavy rains. But when we turned into 4 ways, black and white, including children, stood under the heavy rains. Bidding farewell to a person we're told it's a monster that doesn't deserve to lead our people. But our people know their leaders. And the leaders are not occupiers of office. Leaders are not occupiers of office. You lead by how you conduct yourself and conduct your life on a daily basis. You can fool us here, but your wife, your husband, your children know if you are a leader or not. Hape ba bangwe ba lena ge re ka le dia di-ward candidate, wena le mosadi, okay? You've got a wife, le bana ba bararo ba o vota, la yo vota ra o dia candidate, ga ona mosadi wena, ra o dia candidate. I don't even want to try next to you on the other side. So no, not rasigere. Akinya kuya ka moto kwe. Right? 5. Ke wena ke mosadi le bana ba hao ba bararo. La voter. Wena wa kreya vote A1. Because ke wena o ke vote jengwe le teng. Then how fetsa wa tswa re motho ona re ara hape nga se lose. Ka se lose re tsene re le 5 o bontša gore ba ropile. Re tsene re le 5 ke nna le mosadi le bana ke. Kore le di ka mpalla ka moga di vote mara tše 5 tsona ke swantse ke re o bontša gore ba ropile ke kreile teng. Batho bale ba ka se o vote because ke bona ba tsebang your daily life, if you are a leader or not. Now, you ought to ask yourself a question. If I were to stand in a ward and 5 family members are the only ones who are going to vote, how many votes am I going to get? Because these are the people who know me. Now, you elected people here, you say they are leaders. I want to give you one thing that you must remember and to check if you have made a mistake or not. One. I'm not giving you a lot of things to check if you have made a mistake or not. I'm giving you one. There is a ward here called Ward 10 that was led by an EFF councillor, Ward 10 in Blood River here in Polokwane. That councillor passed away. The ward is going to a by-election. If these people are leaders, they must go and win that ward of the EFF. The ward is going to election in January. December. January ribuya. Abai December more. Ward 10 is an EFF ward. It's an EFF ward with the highest membership in Polokwane. Highest membership in Polokwane. We didn't win it for the first time. We're winning it for the second time. If we lose it, we'll be losing it for the first time under this leadership. Then you will know. Then you will know if you have made a mistake or not. Many of these comrades you have elected, I don't know. But I know this one of a deputy chair. He won his ward, where he comes from. He's a ward councillor. So I trust that he will use his skills that he used at his ward to come and use it here in Ward 10. Now, the biggest responsibility on their shoulders is to make sure that they do not decline our votes in 2024. If they failed, they must retain our numbers. Because they made us lose 24 councillors. That's why we're disbanding. You still talk about them as if they are possible people to lead this organization. The way you are so unappreciative. You come here and still want to talk about the people who killed our organization here. The people who left this organization that were disbanded, killed our organization and made it lose 24 votes. 24 seats, councillors, 24 councillors. Some of them behave like they are kingmakers here. The most useless people who were bullied. Province, today think they can tell us how to run this organization. Today they think they can tell us who should lead this organization after they killed it. You can join them in killing this organization. Don't count me. Don't involve me in your nonsense. I will never, and they will never defeat me. I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of their people. They will never defeat me. No one can defeat me. They will never do it. They will never do it. You must tell them. This organization, we will defend it with everything we have. It's the only thing we have. We have nothing outside this organization. It is our organization, it is our life, and no one will take it away from us. This is our organization. We do everything in our power to defend this organization. What must you do? You must join us in the defense of the organization. You don't do that. You go and want to defend the factions over the organization. Comrades, we don't vote. You are the ones who are voting. But we can give you a signal through the type of decisions we take. One such example is the disbandment. You ought to say the leadership was not happy with these people. And that must be a sign enough that there should be a problem with these people. The EFF was stuck here. Stuck. Now, to show you that we're right by disbanding these people, the former chairperson of this province goes and resign in the legislature. And when he resigns in the legislature, he gives the ANC speaker a letter of resignation. He doesn't give the EFF. Those are the people who are guiding you, by the way. He doesn't give the EFF a letter. The EFF must hear from the ANC that your member has resigned from the legislature. That's number one. Number two, finally when he writes a letter to the EFF that I've resigned from the legislature, he says, I remain loyal and disciplined member. How can you be loyal? What is loyal about telling the ANC before you tell your own organization that you have resigned? We sent you there. We didn't tell the ANC that we are sending you, we came and said to you, go to the legislature. Now, when you resign from the legislature without talking to the organization, it means you are not a reliable soldier. You have abandoned a mission on the way. You have abandoned the mission on the way. So why should we say this guy is still our member? Yes, he's no longer our member. Because members of the EFF must be disciplined and loyal to the organization. So, he openly sabotaged the EFF. The president of the EFF, the secretary general of the EFF, and all must hear from the streets that your member is no longer a member of legislature. And not just a member, a party leader. Not just a member. He doesn't give an organization an opportunity to prepare and say, no, fine, resign so that we can get give us chance to get a new party leader so that when you leave, there is no vacuum. Afejangwala in a letter, loyal and disciplined. People play with words. They don't know what loyal means. They don't know what discipline means. So, comrades, we must defend the EFF. We must defend the EFF. If it means choosing between me and the EFF, you must always choose the EFF. Do not choose individuals over the organization. Now, I want to salute these commissars who came here, left their homes, became permanent residents of Limpopo. You fought with them, many of them here. You had your own differences. Ultimately, they brought us where we are now. Out of hard work, out of commitment, they were the first ones to reach a target on 1 million membership campaign. And they thought they reached a target. When they said we are done, we gave them a new target. And they reached it again before the actual date. So these comrades must serve as an example to all of us that to build an organization requires maximum discipline and loyalty to the cause. Let me tell you, difficult as the task was, no single one of them abandoned the mission. That's why today they are all here. And they came here to give you a report of what they've done in between the disbandment and now. Look at this conference we're having now. And look at the conference you had before this one. Repitano gargana di sardinsi. Kagwa mopani, the level of organization, we bono re garmorea tegeseja. Today, we're sitting in a most organized and disciplined conference of the EFF because of the hard work of these comrades. Now, comrades, if by Shiamo, Lenala Zamaya, like Tuba, you won't blame them. They gave you an organization that is organized and intact. You can only build it from here going up. Let you be the ones who decide what you want to do with Limpopo. How can Vembe region, ANC, get 80% when there is EFF there? 80%. There's no EFF. The ANC everywhere in South Africa is getting between 60 and 65. More ANC blind is strong. More ANC strong. It grab between 60 and 65. Only in Vembe region. The ANC gets 80% there. Go and argue with your fiction, not with me. I'm telling you facts. Whether you want to dispute them or not, I don't care. The numbers are there. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. So part of the commitment should be that the ANC can't get 80% anywhere. It's a sin. Because if the ANC gets 80%, it means there is no opposition. There's no opposition. So many issues that Rebecca, when they were deployed in Vembe, they've unearthed them. Community issues. And if the EFF wants to be relevant, it must continue with those community issues that were found and continue to expose those non-service delivery that our people are experiencing in Vembe. We must go there. The ANC here in Capricorn, under John Mpe, the most useless person in life, I get to console. Increases its votes in Polokwane. The ANC in Polokwane increased its votes. Yeah, in Polokwane. Under those people that you're consulting with. Yeah, in Polokwane. Where this place is supposed to be the center of the EFF, the ANC increases its votes. And you still want to regard those people who made the ANC increase its votes. Still wants to consult with those people and regard them as leaders. We lost 5 seats. More. 8 or 9. Information. That's why let's consult our wrong alebale ibile consult alebale. Because angebe lebala le shala duletse morao. Batho ba bangwe ngebe le sa ba boledisha lo ba boledisha. Ba ta ba le shishimishe too much. 7 to 8 seats. Ontsi mo ngebe ole le councilora. Mbuyiseni says to me when he comes here, he says, no, there is no problem here, there is no EFF ko Limpopo. The EFF is there. Problem, our branches are new and our comrades are new in politics. Awona motho wa ba tata isha ba tshware ka letsogo a ba fe direction ya hore re bereka jwang. Ge ba fetsa o launcha branch o fedile ba ile e ta ba isale ba ba bone ka tshilana leo. And that's what leaders must do. The leadership must always guide the branches of the EFF. Guide the branches of the EFF. My comrades they've got interest. Bamo. Neba sa inyaki politiki bile ba sa itseni. Ba thomilo interest ka di politiki ki EFF. Mola ba tsene le swantse le ba guide no le na le ba launch le fetsa ba launch le ya tsama le ba bolela le bona ka phone. le recruit 1,000 le krile ba ka gana bjale ka phone ntwe e bolaile ba bantši ka betha ntwe phone le bana ba ba lositše mo ka kera ba lositše ke phone a number para phone o nyaka go contesta di reng di-branch ka mo di ka phone a para. Leadership must always be permanently on the ground and use the ground as a shield of leadership. Leadership must not behave like an elite. Leadership must never be scared to go anywhere. I was a secretary of the Youth League in this province. There's no single place I've never been. I don't care weekends. Kitsua kitsene anywhere. Ali subela ki buile mo. Ki bina le batho kwa o talent. Re ka dinako go robala ke a tswa re fro ke swantse ke tsoe ke subelele. Eli subela ki buile mo. Agona any area in this province that you can't reach within a day and come back to where you stay if you are a committed leader. No way. Kamo venda kamo big three. Ukere ke tsene ke tshwara network. Ka network ya Zimbabwe. Ke launcha di branch. Ke tshwara network ya Zimbabwe. Wena o sale wa leader mo EFF in the whole province. Asanga wa tshwara network ya Zimbabwe. Kur ausubeleji in Vembe areas there. Some of the villages get their reception, the network from Zimbabwe. That's how far you are. You have never been. You want to be a provincial leader. Today. I hope you know what you have accepted. I hope you know. You are going to drive here to Northam. Maraga, Wichwa, Makado, we are Northam. Osno chwaga varambata. Uchwere zilila ya lere tabazimbi. Ya. Elo rubumo batoko feju ubo wa upulori. Abo zibegere kilega inchana chi. Lonely road. We pare. Jwega moye le palale. Jwega moye musina. So no provincial leader can say what area is too far. When you said you are available as a provincial leader, it means you accepted that you can go to every corner in the Limpopo province. No place is far for a provincial leader. It's the same as me. There's no place that is far for me. Not in South Africa. In the whole of Africa and the world. Kitsana ki ichwa. Eke fitilo tawaro ubalona. So, you are the face, the ears of the organization. You can only be the ears if you are on the ground. Ulese phone, karata phone. Wa leader ka phone. You are a leader. They are the ones who tell you, hey, chief. So, those who have lost the conference must never think they were wrong. That was your view. Majority did not agree. You don't throw your toys. You don't become despondent and demoralized. you accept that we did not convince a lot. You may be defeated today and be a winner tomorrow. It's only 4 years, and 4 years is too short in politics. It's too short. Don't think it's too long. Hold your view if you still believe in that view, but don't become disruptive. Do not undermine the leadership. You may do better tomorrow. Carry yourself with humility and dignity, so that when these ones make mistakes, people always say, "Eish." When they look at you, they must say, "Yeah, we missed an opportunity to have a leader." Mara, oka thoma o reacha di Facebook, wa reacha di Twitter, wa tsamaya o re wa ba etapele ba, le di WhatsApp status, o re wa ba etapele ba. O tsebe ka moka na rena, le rena be re o supporta, re yo conference ya ta ya bereka jona. Imagine motho nkebe le leader ya rena wa no mo so. No. Carry yourself. Comrades, there is nothing called divide and rule. No leader can ever survive by dividing his own or her own members. Leaders always unite. You must unite your members. So you must do a self-introspection. Where did we go wrong? Where did we go right? What can be fixed? Tomorrow you don't repeat similar mistakes. No one survives out of bitterness. Mamotaremo, where now the dynamics of previous conference. Usa shechi kuwa mrao. Renawa ye. The conference is over. The dynamics are going to change with immediate effect. We're not relating with people according to dynamics. The conference, you're going to be left behind. But wale opela ka bona mo o ba supporta udia o ba bangwe ke di enemy o bona batho ba le shetse ba bereka ka moka ba tshwarane ka matsogo wa shala makeng. So fighters, please, those who won must not purge those who did not want them. Those who won must actually reach out to those who did not want them. Baba bonchoro bona ke bona ba etapele. Once you show these people that you are a leader, tomorrow when we come here, there won't be a contest. Everybody will know what's working. Mo etapele wa rena shwena are mo supporting. So we are happy that Limpopo managed to come to a conference, elect its leadership, go to commissions, take resolutions, and as we adjourn today, we are living here with an organization. So we have whoever doubted us that we are killing the organization by disbanding it, once more we have proved to doubting Thomases that we've got a giraffe view. We don't just take decisions out of excitement. We are not myopic. So this gathering is a victory of the EFF. No one has won. No one has lost. The EFF is a victor out of this conference. The only thing that won is Messi. Hey, Messi. I don't know how we name le ANC ya wina weekend e palage ba lwa ka mola lena la ba bontšha gore the EFF, it's a priority, and that's why the EFF won, not individuals. So it's tshwareng yo lo ka khalas le tlhokomele le age le yona itlo le tlhokomela ele ka se tlhokomele, it won't take care of you. But ba Limpopo ba sokola, but ba Giyani abana metsi. So many billions have been stolen in Giyani. Till today, there's no water. And out of those billions, Barno, SIU is investigating 8 companies, but wale ba Giyani ba betha matso. But SIU doesn't arrest people. It only recovers the money. Therefore, SIU cannot be the first one at the crime scene. At the crime scene in Giyani, the first people to arrive should be the Hawks. We should be told today how many people are arrested because of the water project in Giyani. Till today, no one has been arrested in Giyani. Ditsela tša Limpopo a di tsamaege, a ona ditsela. Ge pula ikana di gogola ke pula di tsamaya le yona, di tsamaya le pula. Most of the villages in Vembe, a pula ikana, you can't even bury people. Kore heshe e swantše phake, re ntšhe mokhukwa, re ete re nanabetša to get into the cemetery. Why are the EFF councillors not demanding that the municipality must re-gravel all the roads that go into graveyards? Because every weekend you are guaranteed people are going to go there. Why are you not going into the municipality and demand every Friday, let there be re-graveling of the road. By re-gravel, by stampe. Why are the EFF councillors not putting those motions? So when we live here, all councils are going to receive motions that every Friday where there are no proper roads to the graveyards, those roads must be re-graveled every Friday so that there is no inconveniencing of our people. There are no flushing toilets. No flushing toilets. The EFF, why can't it make it its mission to demand that municipalities must provide our people with flushing toilets? Leave houses, comrades, maybe they are too big and too complicated. There is no self-respecting person who must be subjected to the toilets. Jamola no body mo mangweng. Jamukut. Ki di phoofolo fela. Tše di reng o bobea tša di bona, tša bo bona. Why swantše rena re le batho re bobea re fetše re bo bona? That's a humiliation. There's no such biggest humiliation than the humiliation of subjecting our people to toilets that are not flushing. The levels of unemployment in this province, especially amongst the youth, the EFF must lead the championing of the employment of young people, both in government and in the private sector, particularly in the mining sector, because we've got a lot of minerals. We were speaking the other day with Comrade Mapolu that we need to call Magoshia Kamuka Anangli minerals. Because all those chiefs, Babanali minerals, the chieftaincy is being divided by the mines so that they don't pay them royalties. We need to go Kamos Kukunikamu, Ronya Kamudikwa mine. When they were getting a license, the condition of that license was such that they will do social responsibility programs. What did they say they will build before they were given a license? And if they have not built those things, we must start shutting down mines in demand of the social responsibility programs. And lead from the front. Let's go, Chaba. And do not take bribes. Because a lot of mines bribe people. So, fighters, we have a huge responsibility to reawaken Limpopo. And you can't reawaken Limpopo by sitting in a boardroom. You must be on the ground resolving the problems that are affecting our people on the ground. How can ZZ2 be the biggest owner of the land in Limpopo? Why didn't we have till today a program to occupy 1 or 2 farms of ZZ2? Because we always occupy useless pieces of land. ZZ2 has got farms everywhere. Why is the EFF not making ZZ2, the land thief, a program and go and occupy those farms? Or Mamatamu, the tamati jeroha, ra regisha, ra belana chelete jona, kicharina. Kicharina. So fighters, you have a huge responsibility. So, Chair, ZZ2 farms, we need to identify one big farm of ZZ2 and shut it down properly until ZZ2 comes and have a proper discussion, because more analytic farmer on ZZ2 yes, but everyone, the community Bamu defender, they don't know what they're defending. In Blowback, one day I went to campaign there. When I arrived, I found Batbai Khametsi Kamonuke. It's not unusual for our people, I know. But what made me to recognize that there was something wrong? Mola ba Khametsi ka ona, tongi khweji ka mola. Tongi khweji ka mola. Where is the EFF in Blueberg to say, let's find, and it's not a big village. Each house, why can't we put each house, Ritsenye Jojo tank in each and every house in Blueberg? And then every Monday, the tracker metsi diachwa, ali chelele batho metsi ka mara di packet. That is an indignity. Letsa mamotsi ka motsi le chela ka mara di Jojo tank. What swanjiri chele ka batho ba full line ka di packet. Let every house get a Jojo tank. Let every Monday trucks go out. Maburwale in Blueberg, one of the most beautiful farms, they're that side. What makes a farm beautiful is because there is water. There's too much water there. The traka di ichwe. Maspala, au rega di traka, oska di attenda di traka. Maybe each word, rwati ngwele ngwe na le traka tše pedi re sa berekana le taba o iša metsi a mannete. In the meantime, let's give our people dignity. Ge re palela kudi ya metsi a gore batho ba rena ba be le the sewer system, why can't we go and dig septic tank in each and every yard? A ke roba fa metsi ka mara di jojo tank ke moka re connecta metsi into the toilet ke moka e ya ka mo septic tank. Maybe monthly re ba fa that chemical e la ba e chelang ka mo lara septic tank gore ska ba ya tsoa e tletše ka ditšhini. Why have you not proposed that? And I ke bolela so for sure, mara di mano bolela nnete. O ska re eng ka gore ge nkebe ke bolela so o badile manifesto wa EFF. O bo tlo tse gore yalo o bolela ka manifesto. A o tsebe. Why? In the councils, you, the councillors of the EFF, take the EFF manifesto. Lino sponsor the motion based on the manifesto of the EFF will get this country right. Because septic tank ke batho ba gesho a rekiwe Germany ke mokoti repa mokoti mola wa samentelo ga botsuare. We do that once a re sa boella gape. Why can't we do every house septic tank? Because every farm has got a septic tank. Aona motho wa lekgowa, not even one. Wa o ke thušetša ka toilet ya o se flush, not one. We're the only ones. Why can't this government just do us a favor and bring back our dignity by putting septic tanks in each and every house, by putting Jojo tanks in each and every house? Ani yolo di pula dian. Kenge bere tsenche di cheba tuwale barna di Jojo tank. Bere ka siše di traga beke. Why? Pula inile. Redia system yela ore pula inile. I catch metsi yale. Re feng musho re le boncho re tlo le diela. Lagana ka musho. Le tšere ntho ya nko e kgolo le beile pele. E kgethilwe ba e kgethile gape betile Zweli Mkhize. E winne Buffalo. So a tsebe gore o wina o la a o bolele selo. Nko re tlo e betha o fitela e rua o re tlo saka le ena. Arate Ramaphosa, he will not finish his term. Ritlolwa le ena are ko parliamentary. From today, this guy is a delinquent president. Raur ntwa ithomile. Delinquent president. Ora dituin. Akasa ikria peace in that parliament. We are going to fight him until he resigns, because how can you sleep on $1 mattresses when our people do not have water? Anamola Varambata. Just outside this farm, a lot of squatter camps are there. How many people can he change by just putting water in those squatter camps? So many millions of dollars cash in one man's house. Di talegara safe di chuluwe ba kie safe ba di nche ba tomo di tsametsa kara apo tomo itša ka matrase ora re mo khutišang o tetši go tetši. So na rolo le Ramaphosa wena ile re o ya tšotšo le mmera na o ska re bala na re lwa le batho ba, because they've continued the indignity of African people in South Africa. ANC e re kwisitše bohloko, ANC ya re sotla, maburu ba be ba le kaone. Whites were better than the ANC. You know why? Whites did not know us, and when they don't care about us, it doesn't hurt the most like when it is done by people who know us. Watsiba As strangers ka feta sa o betha ka mpama. O tlo re wena wa ntwela wena mane. Mara a chomi ya ka o betha ka mpama or ngwana ino o betha ka mpama is the most painful thing. It hurts the most. Or o ka mpetha I wena o tseba ngore ke na le di asthma. Wena o tseba malwetse yaka. Ola ke ya mokwishisha a ntsebe mara wena. That's how we feel about the ANC today. The ANC should have known our pain much better than the whites. That's why we say they are worse. Because their pain, their clap hits more harder. Because mo ke bolelang gore batho ba nwa metsi le tonki ka mola ya otokofana. Ona le councillor ya ANC mon. Ona le leader ya ANC ye tswang mo. Why? So we need to go and fight this ANC. We must make sure this ANC does not win in 2024. We must make sure that the EFF becomes a winner in 2024. We've got an appointment with 2024, like the political generation had an appointment with 1994. As an economic generation, we have an appointment with 2024, and history will be made in 2024 when we bring down the governments of those who sold out the black people, the government of those who continued the indignity of our people. We have an appointment to change the lives of our people. 2024 is either we make it or we lose it. We must be a generation that made history and ushered in economic freedom in our lifetime. We need our land. We need our mines. We need our banks. We need to defeat the monopolies in South Africa. And only you, the ground forces of the EFF, can make it possible. We trust you. We believe in you. We know that you are the only people who can deliver a decisive EFF. Comrades, I'm not joking when I say you must read. You must know the EFF founding manifesto. You must know 7 cardinal pillars of the EFF. You must know the constitution of the EFF, because sometimes you make mistakes not because you are undermining or you are ill-disciplined, but because you don't know that the constitution does not allow what you are about to do. We recruited 1 million members this year. Next year, we are going to workshop all 1 million members. We are going to transfer quantity into quality. Because we need to ask a question, Mapole. If we take Polokwane municipality tomorrow, can these people govern? Can they work in those municipalities and make them effective? Huh? One of your former leaders, we started EFF with him. That's why I tell you, to start an organization with people, it doesn't mean automatically they are gifted. I was shocked, Mbusini was telling me, in this province. I was shocked that this guy does not have post-matric. When we made a call, repeatedly, go to school, read, go to school. 9 years. This comrade who was living with us, who was listening to this message every day, does not have does not have post-matric qualification. I told the SG to write a letter to that comrade. Or we said, all the public representatives must go to school. Why didn't you go to school? Because we're talking to people, we're not talking to robots. When we talk, you must respond. You don't go to school, yet you say you want us to govern. We are going to govern with who? Because this guy, we can easily make him a municipal manager. He's got all the politics of the EFF, but he hasn't gone to school. He's still young. Chaba school. So go to school. Don't only read the EFF material. Go to school because I want municipal managers from you. I want technical managers from you. I want the governors of these provinces coming from you. You can only do that if you have been to school. But you know why? The ANC hired people who are not qualified to occupy those positions. Again, the history. But mainly head of technical services. Cadre deployment. Metsi apal. Auna metsi akapala mo EFF. Give us chance, you will see. There is no water. Ye kapala. Reteji. The Queen of Bapedi. Afitlamola Araba gina maids. The mother of the king, Anna maids. Which means the king did not have water. Asiriji begi. Richeji maids. Cheji maids. Remucheleji maids mkhekulu monu tli atapila le munat. Ka maids ya EFF atapi. Cheleji maids. Ba nyungo muncha stulong romokrela di lawyer ralwa le bona because ke mau khoshi utokofeji asina ngwana. The mother must be allowed to act. O hiriwo o nyariwa le bone le litlobele ga nkhoshi ka kua yalo ditsuya tše di kopane ka bonna tša undermine mosadi. Banana or mosadi a ona mo tlhakodišwa ka tšwelelang ona. E tšweletše tlhakodišo. We are going to protect it. And a re di tsene lo tša ka bogoši re di o gana gore mokgekolo a telelwe underminiwe a treatiwe o ka ra se selo e le yena a belegileng kgoši. History e thagile maloba kua Natal. Kgoši a tlhokofala. Mosadi wa aba acting kgoši. Mmago kgoši e tshwereng kua Natal ga ne bjale. But ke bona ba actileng ba actela ngwana bona. Unfortunately ba tlhokofala. Then wa bo tsena kgoši yona e rena le yona go Natal. So mokgekolo la ke mokgekolo a tshwanela o tshwenyiwa. O swanetše a protectiwe. So ka January ke tlo mo etela. Ene ke mo etela ko mo fa van ya double cab. Ya ra tsamaya motsula ka mokana ona a tsamaya ka van. Yes. Because we must show them, or you cannot harass a woman and expect us as society to keep quiet. We must never keep quiet when a woman is being harassed because they think she's powerless. Agane selo mamudimo. Or ki swantse ki acte go kreiwe mosadi wa tlobelegang kgoši. Ke mokantwe we is no diwa. Le nna ke bea fase. Kgoši a take over. No. A re to tshwara ke basadi mo. When she was mosadi wa modimo. So we need to give her support. So all I'm saying is that as we build this organization and infiltrate all the corners of our province and the country, we will need qualified people. And those are the people that must come from our ranks because we can trust them to do the right thing. So lenali duchi mo. If unalo mwa lena asinang di qualification, lenambe le tome. Diabula January, you must go and get qualifications. Lele na kamokana le na ba di region kamka. Los Angeles School. Because Maspala ili emechi, the mine ili emechi, the banker ili emechi. Because when we take over government and we build a state-owned bank, we need chartered accountants. But lo rana di bankaji, and di rani we successfully rescats ha ke makhua. Marger ka se rute, a ona ntwe botse re rana. Comrades, we must never hate fellow black people. When you see a black person, you must see yourself. Oscar no, okumu Zimbabwe, narinyaki Zimbabwe. That time umuvenda. The vendors and the Shonas, the difference is the dialects. But a lot of things are the same. Star, medicine, kemushonga, in Venda, in Shona. Ululating, meholukwan, mefururu, Venda, Shona, same. Ibile linalo esa gerle khaufi ke le butjore be ke tshwara ka network ya Zimbabwe le khona o jolana ka fence gana molana ono kra we na le bana ba bangwe bo papa bona ba eka mo Zimbabwe bo mma bona ba eka mo bo mma bona ba eka Zimbabwe bo papa bona jolo le jwalo a o fetja na re ne ke ma Zimbabwe o e ra bana ba. So we are actually one thing because these borders never existed. Asanga cha exist. Iberitsamaya ridula based on seasons. Ore ka mare ga o berekega kae ka selemo o berekela kae no kae mo kae jwalo le jwalo. Asanga ra tsamaya re nna ka di borders. Re defineana ka di borders. We've always been one thing. Yo ka ke thata wena. A una hore o threatene ke motho o mongwe wa o tshwana le wena. Comrades, re lwela dipanka, re lwela lefase. Mpotse wena le Zimbabwe le hore nga o le nyaki. Ke lefase le lefi le le tšereng mo South Africa. No Zimbabwean took your land. No Zimbabwean took your farms, banks, mines. There's no mine owned by Zimbabwe. Mara unyake ma Zimbabwe. But baba le tšetšeng dilo tša lena bona le na bothata le bona. Lena le bothata le batho ba se ba le tšeleng selo. So we need to unite the continent of Africa. Because the unity of Africa is a threat to America. It's a threat to... They don't want it. So, Arzamamu, we must teach our people. Or Zimbabwe, au chechi mereko, ora mereko mufing. Lelwela oberekela lokhoa. That's what you are fighting. Or now I can be a better slave. These ones are not good slaves. I can be a good slave. That's what you are fighting over. Oh, ulwela oberekela lokhoa. O fecho wena ube mo EFF o progressive. Mo EFF a lwela oberekela makhoa. Re lwela oba makhoa rena self re own di farm. Re own di banka. Re own di mine. That's what we are fighting about. We're not fighting to work for someone. We're fighting to own the means of production. So, fighters, focus. Amutuari, baritela mebereko ore mebereko emifi. Ka commissioner ya maphodisa le diposo ka moka kwa mmušong tše di strategic a se mazimba. Mereko emifi. Mereko e le ba le tšielang ke yona e ya gore le berekele makgowa. So, a re berekele makgowa. We want our land. And we can't succeed in taking the land if we are not one as Africa. Because ha re ka tšea lefase fela mo South Africa, mo dinageng tše dingwe ba tšwela pele ba ouna lefase makgowa, they are going to use these other countries to fight us back. So that's why we must collectively take the land of Africa to belong to the people of Africa. So, as we go back home, we need to know that next year is the year that we're preparing for elections. We don't prepare elections in 2024. You win elections a year before. You don't win elections on the same year of election. So, Hari Chwamu, Rokucha, next year, Tom, we're preparing for elections. Agona corner, agona moods, agona strata, firm, school, university. Ye is century is cards about Ronali EFF. All these corners must know there is EFF. So Kialitsepa, the way like it's wearing onam, young like it's like that as you go back to your communities. Ketabisha look or lekhetile le basadi. 2 women in the top 5. And then 50-50 in the collective. Awona ntwe khatisha ya utoka basadi. I on. Imagine wena o re ju le tsotsi o sa chabe motho so. Ge o itjwa mo wa ema mola hiking spot. Wa do tswela khombiso. E shetse ka city 1. Mara ka mo gare le banna fela. Wa fita wa thola wa. Bano gore a ke le emise ka phoso. Dia tshusha lo tsa o sebele basadi ka mona. Yalo na re nya ke mokgatho wa se tshusha. Wa o sebele basadi. Abe basadi ba etsi ba o kwala kwa tša taba ba e thalosa ga botse ba e ale ga botse batho ba ikwishishe. Jalo ge re tshwere basadi so awa molaetšo wa rena o tsena setšhabeng bo o kwala kwatša ba tseniwa everywhere. These women of the EFF must be protected. These women of the EFF must be given power. Ba re bontšhe gore le bona ba tshwana le rena. So le ka se tsogile le tsebile maatla a gore basadi ba kgona go busha or ba kgone go busha ka baka la gore a le ba fe opportunity ya gore ba lead mamotha awa le re gatile le re file basadi and batho ba mo Limpopo ba thagetse gampe gore re etile pele ke motho wa mosadi lena le leader ka example. And you have put to shame a lot of these provinces. Just basadi. So, re leboa. Kudu ge banna ba khona o tseba hore e re ke boele morao ke fe mosadi se khoba. And le lena le tsebeng hore ge re kgethana a re kgethane ka sekgotsi. Ka re le ka kgethana ka sekgotsi ke moka mokgatho o hwile re ka saba le mokgatho. Le lena le ska bala tswa le nyako kgethwa ka sekgotsi ka gore o tlo re o runya ka di minutes o secretary a re wa tswa re be re le ka emabana. So ya ne we ka sebereke. So today le berekile botse le kgethile ba etapele ba ba tlo re tshwara mo provinceng ya bo rena for 4 years. make the EFF visible. Let everybody, ngwana o monyane lo mogolo, a tsebe hore ho na le mokgatlo ba re ke EFF. Batho ba ka se kgethe ntho e ba sa e tsebeng. Ge re tsamaya everywhere, re dia di by-elections, ba re e be le kae ke lena bo mang, a se ra ba re tsebe, ba ra hore all along re sokola wa seng re le bone. Mamotha lena le tore le kata la re ntšha tlaleng re sokotše le gona. So mokgatlo o išeng bathong, le se ka tšhaba batho. Ntho nngwe ya o tšhaba batho wa tswa gore ke ela ke boletšeng ka yona ya o se tsene sekolo. Gape o se o rute gore ana mole ba ka mpotšiša potšišo, ba ka mpotšiša potšišo ko bereka jwang. Ta betha ka potšišo ka mola o sa dia dotho to gore tšeo di nyaka bo Malema nna ke tetšitše. So a re tšee mokgatlo re iše bathong, a re le se mokgatlo e be mokgatlo wa batho, e se ka ba mokgatlo wa bagwera le ditšhomi le di-business partners le mejolo. A re nyaka mojolo, re nyaka wa ga mokgatlo. Ke ntho e re e tlišitšeng mo, ntho e re kopantšhang mo, a re kopanye ke anything except to build the EFF. Ge o ka ntšha EFF between rena, a o sa na sekgotsi, o fedile. So let the new members not be a threat. Bontši ba lena batho ba joina EFF, le a ba recruiter, le fetša go ba recruiter, le lwa le bona. Le re o nyaka eng, o nyaka eng. Ke gale re le mo, ke gale re le mo. Ke ile ka botša ma-comrade a mangwe mo sešeo ke re, Mapoulo has been in politics long before o belegwa. O fetša gore Mapoulo is new. New to what? Because you can use his wisdom to enrich yourself and make sure that you lead with wisdom that you got from others. Because they are here to make sure that they build a strong organization to take over power. So don't look at them as a threat. Look at them as potential teachers who can make us understand politics. Because I know like 1 million members, we must now go and recruit influential people in the communities. The principal, baruti, boradishopo. Wena u busy, or unyoko ba councillor, and what's about loser under when? Mara uyuang mal. Huh? Uyuang. Roluza and whatever, we will know why it's ever. Asanga wa win a competition. Salady over when? Whatever. Mar utabo regile mogamabia lagen. Ro vote over candidate. Instead, your retamaye, rekwa munongola wa utuma mumutsing mo. Remu recruiter kopela o join EFF. Obo be candidate ya rena. Ya ore emela ka kwa maspale. A join le the candidate a win. Then EFF I win maspal. No, alle banyaki. Hey. Why? Ugar EFF yeke mereko. Ugar wabotsu wa fan color. Utlo marketam. Awate la politique. Utlo market. Ngele to lo marketa mo EFF. Auna mebereko mo EFF. We are a political party. You must do everything in your power to win power. Go and recruit influential people in your community. Comrades, in your village, le tsoro na le mogala bo mo na le vene ke na ishang batho ba dipetele e ba lwala ke na ba rolelang di utumile monnola mola. Why le sa o bolela le ena re re kgopela hore le joine EFF. Le fetše re kgopela hore le stand over councillor. Re wine what ye. That is another attractive thing. Apart from women, we must be joined by people who've got some standing in society. But ba hlomphegang, but ba nang le seriti mo motseng mo. We must recruit elderly people as well so that we stop being called organization ya bana. Yes, our constituency is the youth. We must stick with them and recruit more of them. But we must equally recruit old people. Because what we are need about joining to us need. So it's a mayang low recruiter, people with a standing in society and elderly people to join the EFF. If you do that, 2024, di chongapana kuwa conference in Nazareth, di chongapana, and also already ngapani so, di ka skuche, di ngapana one way ufitaka 2024. Yalo edi ngapana, di nyaka or di kire rena ritsena mo motsi mo ritsena, because wa ba tseba ra ba khuje ba ka thoma ka o bethana ba rangwana ya ba khuji. So the ANC is dead. It went to be buried in Nazareth. It has given you an opportunity to rise. There is no one who can contest the EFF except the ANC. Not even Action SA can take chances with the EFF. So the ANC is dead. It means it is only us. We are running against ourselves. And we can't lose in a marathon where we are running alone. It's in your hands. Thank you very much.